that down. It should be the first thing that comes to mind. Because the longer you think about it, the more you start to put barriers and walls in front of you. And you start to say, well, you know, I really can't do that. But if you do something that's right there on your mind, that's that creative gene. So whatever you think right away, that you want people to think about you in 4 years, I want you to write that down. It could be 2 to 3 sentences, it could be 1 or 2 sentences. I just want you to write that down. Right, and while you're writing that down, you continue to talk. Right, and this is where you start to build your story. You start to realize, where do I want to be in 4 years, and how do I work backwards to get there? So if you want that degree in criminal justice, how do I get there? You want to work in a certain field, how do I get there? What are the certificates needed? What are the degrees needed? What are the classes I need to take to get there? If part of your story is because you have distractions of things that are going around in your circle or bothering you and around, you need to figure out a way to purge that and get rid of it. And we'll talk about that step in a few. So I want you to understand, what is your story? Who am I? Where do I want to be in 4 years? You see, it's going to be hard sometimes too. It's going to be hard to make this story. Because you know what people are going to say, you probably hear it now. I'm from Wyndham, I know what they say. Oh, you're going to Union County College? Man, that's the 13th grade. Man, you're going to Union County College, community college. Man, you're going to community college? My mom, aunt, grandmother, and cousin went to that school. But what they don't understand is those people that are telling you that don't understand the resources that are within this school. They don't understand that there's people that graduated from this school that went on to Ivy League school. There's people that graduated from this school and became a judge. There's people that graduated from this school because of numerous reasons, but they found the resources right here in this college, and it's just like any other college, and you can move on. Right, so it's going to be hard to narrate your story because some people are going to try to stop you. Right, so you need to find those people around you that's going to keep pushing you to that level. So that's number one. Right? Some people know, some people don't know. You don't have to laugh, it's all right. Oh no, babe, what you doing? Right, so I had to think about it. It's like, oh no, babe, what are you doing? All right? I had to realize most of my freshman year in college, I had 3 credits my first semester. College level credits, right? That means that it's level 100 courses, right? So anything that's a level 100 course. So there's a course number in front. It's like 90, you can say 098, you can say 101, you can say 201, right? You ever see those things? Pay attention to those, because if anything lower than 100, that means that you're in that remedial course level, right? So you need to realize that. So I got this level 026 for my reading class. All right, 035 or something like that for my writing class, and my math class is like 018. So that means that when I passed the one remedial class, I had to go into another remedial class the next semester. Right, so it took me 3 semesters just to get into the right courses. And I remember going to my advisor. I was running track at the time before carbohydrates and pizza. Right? Make sure you're still up. That's why I didn't want none of that breakfast. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Summer, body. Oh no, babe, what you doing? What you doing? That's why I said the mirror to that.
Fruit and water.
Right. So I had to go see my advisor. We're all gonna have advisors. And I remember my advisor, it was nothing against her, but at the time, you know, some of us feel this way. People tell us bad news and we think the world is against us. Right? We think the people are against us because they keep telling us bad news, but really they're telling us the reality. And my reality was, I was gonna graduate in 6 to 7 years with a bachelor's degree. Right? And I remember I told my mom. My mom's a nice lady. Right? She believes church every Sunday. Bible study, I don't know what day, forgive me. All right? What day? Wednesday, sorry. Sorry I didn't go. Right? Bible study on Wednesday. My mom is all about that. All about positivity. She's never upset. My dad, total opposite. Right? Big fella. Literally. Right? Bald head, Tim's, construction worker, slams doors for no reason. Right? She yells. Every time I ask for advice, he just yells. Like, that's not gonna help me, Dad. Like, I'm crying. Stop crying, right? You know, it's just my dad. And my mom was always positive, but not on this day. I remember I went home, I told my mom, I said, Mom, listen, I got remedial courses. It's gonna take me 7 years to graduate. And my mom hit me with the, oh no, babe, what you doing? She said, what are you doing? And I remember my mom being this positive lady. I said, Mom, guess what? I have this remedial English class. And this remedial English class is funny. The professor was my English teacher in middle school. Right, so he grew up, got his doctorate degree, and became a professor. So I just walked in like, oh, this is it. Right, she's from my hometown. And guess what? I got 3 Fs in a row. First 3 papers, 3 Fs. And I remember thinking, like, what am I doing? And I called my mom. I say, Mom, So how you doing? How's school, man? You know, school, chill. I failed my first 3 papers. And my mom usually gives me like a Bible scripture. I'm all waiting for it. She was like, all right, call me back. I hung up. And I called my mom again. I said, Mom, why did you hang up? She said, guess what? You got to figure it out on your own. And what we failed to realize is that now we're grown. And those people that kept telling us what to do, they're going to start getting exhausted. Right? And they're going to start to fall back. And what she also wanted me to do was stop calling home, because home was not where the resources was in the college. The resources were here. It was on the campus. The tutoring was there. I just wasn't going to it. And that was the second step for me. My third step for me in college was going to tutoring. I started my ego. I realized I wasn't smart enough in certain classes, and not even say smart enough, I just didn't have the knowledge enough in certain classes that I needed to get the extra help. That's it. And that's what I started to do. Right? And I also started to talk to myself. Right? I started to talk to myself. I started to realize that I am my own demon. Right? And some of us don't talk to ourselves. Now, I'm not telling you to go around in the streets and start talking to yourself. And walk around campus and start telling me it's cool. If you do, you do. I do it all the time. So all day. Explain yourself. I'm talking to myself. I talk to myself all the time, but you need to talk to yourself and start to assess yourself. We talked about testing, and you're afraid for testing. That's fine, but you can also test yourself. You need to start to challenge yourself. You need to also start to realize that if you don't write down the things that you want, you'll never get it. If you don't write down the goals that you want, all it is just a wish. Because when you start to write down your goals, you start to believe in it. What happens even better when you write down your goals, there's nothing better than this. You write down your goals, you leave it in a place, and you scratch it off, there's no better feeling than that. At all. And that's why I wanted you to write down your story. Because what you're going to do is you're going to go home, you're going to find a nice place to keep it, and I want you to look at it 4 years from now. Right? I want you to look at yourself 4 years from now and say, man, I really came a long way. This is what I wanted, and I really got here. And those 4 years are going to come quick. Number 2. I just have one question. Are we leaving legacies or not? It's just a small group. Can somebody tell me what a legacy is? Anybody? Or not? Anybody? There's no wrong answer. Now I'm going to call on somebody.
Like what you leave behind.
Don't make eye contact with me.
What you leave behind.
What you leave behind. Explain a little bit more. Give me a little bit more than that.
Something you do great.
Something you do great.
Yeah.
What you leave behind. Anybody else? You might want to join in now. Broke the ice. It's all right. No doubt. Right. What you leave behind. What's the second piece you said? Something you do great. Right? It's about finding that greatness. What is your greatness? What to you and what is your definition of great? What are some things that you want to leave behind that somebody else can continue to grow? What are some things that you want to do that can motivate your entire household? You see, my grandmother had 18 brothers and sisters. My great-grandmother had 26. All right, clearly they had no other hobbies. All right, we're not going to go into that. That's not what the presentation is about. They had no other hobbies, clearly. So it was 26, and then there was 18. And out of the 18, an average of 6 kids came out of those 18 people. Not one person had a college degree. Not one. My whole entire street, it was about 11 houses. Not one person had a college degree. My parents, I looked at both of my parents, not one person in the house owned a college degree. So you know what? The legacy I wanted to leave was, get a college degree. But then when I got to that college degree, because we are humans, we always want more, I said, you know, I want another degree. And you know what? I want to keep going. Because I want the people behind me to say, you know what, Lenny was that guy. He took the step, he took the leap of faith to go get that degree, to be different, and now he's successful. And that's what I need you to do. I need you to realize that every single day, every single moment is a part of your legacy.